Hey, this is Nevin again with Disc-It. And this week on the Disc-It, we're going to teach you how to make my very favorite appetizer. So stay tuned. Hey, this is Nevin.
And I'm Nevin.
Cooking outdoors has never been better. And how and why? Because of the Disc-It. Now today, we're going to prepare my very favorite appetizer, which is called Queso Fundido con Chorizo. Now my little Nevin here, my son, and I really like this meal, but we've only been able to find it when we go to El Paso, Texas for soccer tournaments, whatever reason. So we've tried to come together to duplicate this particular appetizer. So Nev's been playing around a little bit, and we've got it down. So Nev, what are we going to do first?
Okay, first, we're going to put the chorizo on the disc.
The recipe you see below shows for a smaller portion than we're going to cook here today. So what we're going to do right now is we've got 5 links of Peyton's chorizo. Now you can use any type of chorizo you actually like. We're going to start off with that. So I'm going to start the Disc-It up. Now we're going to actually start this on low. We don't want to cook it too fast. So I'm going to set that burner up on low. You want to add that in there, son?
Sure.
So got 5 links in there. Now we're using again chorizo's, Peyton's chorizo, and we're going to chop that thing up. Let me get that out of your way. Go ahead and take care of that. Now what little Nev's been playing around with is a mixture of mozzarella cheese and Monterey Jack cheese. So we've got, there's probably about a good 10 cups of cheese altogether, and it's evenly balanced between the Monterey Jack and the mozzarella. So what he's going to do is get all that chorizo cooked up, and then once that chorizo is all set and cooked, we're going to add all that cheese to it, melt it on in there. Now we're also going to take some corn tortillas and warm those up around there. So while we're cooking the chorizo, now's the perfect opportunity for Ask Nevin Anything. So today's question that came in from Maryland was, how do I keep my disc clean when I'm using cheese? Now there's a couple different things we found on that, Maryland. One is you don't want to cook on too high of a heat. When you're cooking too high of a heat with the cheese directly on it, sometimes it does stick. The other thing that we've really learned over the years is the generic and the cheaper cheese don't seem to really work as well when you're cooking on that. I don't know exactly what it is, but unless it's got a real high quality cheese, sometimes it'll stick to it there. So main reason for keeping the cheese from sticking to the disc itself is to try to keep your temperature under control, as low as possible. You also might want to just add the cheese towards the end on top of the food so it melts right onto the top, and then let it go from there. So Marilyn, thank you for your question. Come by and see me. I got something for you as a thank you for your participation in sending the question. All right, so now we've got this chorizo pretty much all cooked up. So I'm going to spread it around a little bit on the bottom here, and then we're going to start adding all this cheese. Now I've turned the burner to very, very low, and we're going to start adding the cheese directly over that. So go ahead and start tossing that in over there. Now the cheese is going to melt pretty quick. We want to try to stir it up real quick so it doesn't get all stuck to the underneath the chorizo. I'm going to dump all that in. Now while this cheese is beginning to melt, I want to take a minute to talk about what we've got in lieu of our sponsor today. We wanted to feature season 1 of the Disc-It Cooking Show. Now even though all these episodes are available on the blog, where you can see many pages of all the different episodes from seasons 1 and up to date, because some people don't really have the interest of sitting there through the computer clicking 1, 2, 3, whatever, we now have the convenience of purchasing season 1 of the Disc-It Cooking Show, and this thing will be available on the website and the accessories page. So check it out. It plays right on the regular DVD. So getting back to the Queso Fundido, you can see that the cheese has really already started melting pretty well. I'm going to mix that up with the chorizo. Would you mind getting the corn tortillas out, son?
Yeah.
Now you see it's pretty much all cheese in here. So Maryland, as we're talking about cheese sticking, if you can get a good shot on this Disc-It here, you'll be able to see that I don't have the cheese sticking to that disc. Now is a great opportunity while we're melting up this Queso Fundido con Chorizo is to talk about our Spotlight Disc-It. Today's Spotlight Disc-It design is going to be the AR-15 service rifle Disc-It. You can see that pattern along with several hundred other disket designs by going to our pattern sections on the website. Keep in mind that the disket is made to your liking. You ask for it, we build it. Because the disket is the only fully customizable product on the market built to specs. So thank you. So back to the cooking show. Now we've got all the cheese pretty much melted, mixing with our chorizo. We've got the corn tortillas warmed up around the outside. So now what we're gonna do is get this set up in a serving bowl. I can't wait for this. Let's get all this stuff in here. You have to cut me one of those corn tortillas, son.
Okay.
Here we go. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Look at this. Here we go. So we've got queso fundido con chorizo on the disket. Cooking outdoors has never been better. Look at that.
That's good.
Disket.